Hello, the world. How's everybody doing? Thanks for joining. If you're here right out the gate, P.S. Hi, Ion. It's been a long time. And hey, Tanner or TP Lewis, whatever you want to. Hey, TP Lewis. Even though you pretended like you didn't know who we were when we saw you yesterday at the air show, cough, cough. Hopefully everyone's doing well. Sorry I haven't been around. I've been really, really, really busy, like with work stuff and things and traveling lots and all that jazz. Yeah, my wife really likes it when I travel a lot for work. But today is our second monthly Skwirlly Health Saturday. It's the second Saturday of the month, and so we're going to be talking about some Skwirlly healthy stuff today, which we'll get into in a minute. But before we do, the regular housekeeping stuff. So I did want to mention like that I've been busy, and I do plan on getting back into a regular cadence of streaming. But like most of you guys know, when I travel for work, sometimes that gets really, really hard. And this is a really busy quarter for me and my job. So if I don't get to do much more streaming during the week before September is out, you can be sure that I'll be getting back into it come October. So just FYI. But the other housekeeping stuffs. First off, we've got the Golden Acorn. The Golden Acorn is still the same Golden Acorn from a couple weeks ago. Same Golden Acorn from a couple weeks ago because I hadn't streamed all week this week, so I figured I'd keep it at least for one last stream, and then I'll change it up for Monday's stream, assuming I get to stream on Monday. So the Golden Acorn for today is actually from myself. It's that thing that I mentioned a couple weeks ago. I started saying this kind of recently to Cal, and it's kind of a piggyback off of the fact that we never stop learning, but essentially never believe that you can know everything about anything, but live like it's possible. So you never stop learning. Know that you never stop learning. Continue to learn in any field. You can never be a subject matter expert that knows everything there is about any one thing, but you want to know that you need to keep on learning anyway. So keep learning, but don't get cocky. Be humble, and you'll get farther in life than you realize. So hopefully that can encourage you guys today as we are, getting into the subject for today as well. I do want to remind everyone about StreamCrux. Great avenue for upvoting and finding new streamers that are right up your alley. You can give them personalities and upvote them and the like in that regard. Check it out. It's relatively new. It came out this past spring, but I'm a huge fan of it and the platform and what they're trying to accomplish, especially for the smaller streamers. And then if you are faithful enough to keep your subscription with me, even though I've been hit or miss on streaming lately, we do have some sub perks. Specifically, if you're a subscriber and you haven't already, hit me up with an audio clip up to 10 seconds, and I'll give you guys a custom command in chat so that you can kick off that audio clip and announce yourself and all that and have fun with it. So, otherwise, hey squirrels, I'm on with my mate, so I can't really watch the stream, so I'll lurk. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. Thanks for the lurk, dude. And you're running low on acorns, man. 427. Dang. You gotta win some acorn raids, or lurk longer, I guess. So upcoming streams, by the way, before we get into the subject, for today's stream, upcoming streams, I'm going to be doing some more Oxygen Not Included. Really, really loving that game. I do plan on playing some more Ark again, but right now I'm on an Oxygen Not Included kick. Of course, Fridays are still going to be Final Fantasy VII until we get through it. But something else, I really wanted to get back or get into some retro RPGs, and Beyond the Beyond is an old PlayStation 1 game that my dad and I had never actually successfully beaten.
You did?
Beat?
Okay.
So if I can get that on an emulator somewhere, then we'll probably be playing that too. So stay tuned. Got some stuff coming up. Of course, we got Magic still too. There's always that. So today is Skwirlly Health Saturday. So welcoming back my wife, Becky.
Hi.
To talk more about some products and specifically how we've been taking steps in our family to live a toxin-free lifestyle. as well as we'll be talking about general health topics in the months to come. But on that note, be thinking about what you want for next month, because I don't know yet if we're both going to be on the stream again next month, or if it's just me. I don't know if we want to do a workout stream or if we want to talk about food, or I honestly, I have no idea. I seriously have no idea. So if you have suggestions, fire away. Before we get into today's, I just want to check to see if the auto things are working. It does not look like they are. So, sad face. That's so sad. I don't know why they're not working. Well, anyway.
I'm no help.
It doesn't matter. That's okay. They'll kick off eventually when we're halfway through. So last time on Skwirlly Health Saturday, we were talking about essential oils. We were doing like a 101 type of education, specifically with the Young Living Premium Starter Kit. Young Living, both my wife and I are independent distributors for Young Living. So naturally, we're going to be talking about those particular products. But we had a great discussion with other people that use essential oils, not necessarily Young Living.
It was really good.
Yeah. We talked about, what essential oils are, who Young Living is as a company, what comes in the premium starter kit, and how to use the products in general. Today, though, we're going to be talking about CBD. CBD, that's Charlie Bravo Delta. CBD. In case anyone here has ever heard of CBD in passing, it's getting increasingly larger in popularity, specifically across the U.S., but across the globe as well. So we're going to be talking about what it is, some misconceptions of it, how it works, how to use it, benefits, all that jazz. So without further ado, folks, P.S., by the way, if it looks like we are reading things...
We are.
We typed up a bunch of stuff. We didn't want to forget anything. We
Nope.
wanted to include all the details and all that. So just like last time, if it looks like we're reading, it's because we are.
Yeah, there's a lot of information. So, we wanted to make sure we're giving you the correct information and not forgetting anything.
And also, I realize that, Saturdays is not a normal day that I stream, and there are like a million people that stream under just chatting. So if you're catching this after the fact, please don't hesitate to reach out with any questions. If you're live, we want to keep this relatively informal. Really, we want to keep it completely informal. It just sounds like it'll be formal at times because we are reading a script for the most part. But if you have any questions, please fire away.
We will
Don't
try
hesitate.
to answer them.
Yeah, we will try our best to answer them. If we don't have the answer, then we will do our best to get the answer in a timely manner and get you that answer whenever we can. So if that means a DM, if that means on a future stream or whatever. But like I was saying, if you're watching this after the fact, as a VOD on the website or on the YouTube or on Twitch, doesn't matter. Reach out. You can always DM me, Twitter, Instagram. Both of those are at Skwirls, SKWIRLS. Also the Discord, which... Where's my cursor? Discord. There it is. So there's the Discord. And info at squirrels.tv as well. All right.
It's a lot.
Yeah. CBD.
All right. So I'm sure many of you have heard about the up-and-coming fad of CBD. We're not really sure how much you actually know about it. So we're going to go ahead and give you that information, what CBD is, how it works in our bodies, how to use it, and the brand specifically, Nature's Ultra. So keep in mind, we are not experts in this at all, and we always recommend that you do your own research and decide what is best for you and your body. As always, we have a disclaimer that will apply to this stream. The content presented to you today is for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified healthcare provider with any questions you may have regarding a medical condition. So, what is CBD? If you're watching, go ahead and say something in chat. Let us know if you have heard about the word CBD, if you use it, or if you've been really interested in using it and learning more and have the intentions of eventually using it. And just to clarify, no, it is not marijuana.
Yeah, there will be no getting high on this stream.
No.
Pretty sure if that happened, I'd be banned from Twitch. Well, maybe not necessarily. I mean, it is legal in some states, so I don't know. I don't remember the fine print of whether or not they'd catch that and frown upon it, but that's not happening anyway, so don't have to worry about that. So CBD is used a lot of times in association with the word marijuana, but they are not the same thing. CBD is kind of part of it, but they are not the same thing. CBD is a separate thing, and we're going to be talking about that. So CBD is actually short for a word, not multiple words. So CBD is an acronym. No, it's an acrostic. I don't know. It's one single word. It's cannabidiol. Cannabidiol. Yeah, cannabidiol. It's a
Yes.
weird word to say. So we're going to say CBD.
CBD.
But it's a naturally occurring substance that comes from the hemp plant. Hemp is a term used to classify a variety of cannabis, or varieties of cannabis, that specifically contain 0.3% or less of THC. And THC is, we're going to talk about it more later, but THC is the thing that makes you high in marijuana, by the way. We know that essential oils, have this long history that we talked a bit about last time. But the same thing is really true about hemp. Historically, hemp has been grown and used for centuries, specifically for things from cloth to paper, lamp fuels, rope, industrial fiber, even body care products. So hemp isn't really anything new. It's just CBD is growing in popularity, so people are asking questions about hemp now, basically. During colonial times, everyone was actually mandated to grow hemp. Specifically in the U.S. Presidents Washington and Jefferson both grew hemp, and it was widely grown across the U.S. up until the mid-20th century. Specifically in 1970, Congress passed the Controlled Substances Act and classified hemp as a Schedule I drug with strict regulations for its use and cultivation. Then last year, 2018, Congress passed the Agricultural Improvement Act that removed hemp and some cannabis products from the Controlled Substances Act, which essentially is making it more readily available now. Stalks of hemp are where we extract the CBD from, directly from the hemp plant stalks, not the marijuana plant. I mean, you can get CBD from both, but in our case, and what we're going to be talking about, we're extracting CBD directly from hemp, not marijuana. You will not get high from using the CBD oils and products that we're using today, or that we're going to be talking about today. CBD is also, by the way, perfectly legal in the United States. Now, that's not the case across other countries, necessarily. Why are we not looking at the other camera?
No, they said, what are we looking at in the
Oh,
other
and
camera?
what are we looking at in the other camera? We're going to be showing you this in a bit later, but these are some CBD products that we're going to be showcasing. So I got like the other camera kind of on. No, great question though. This is a regular CBD oil product. This is a roll-on product, and this is actually a rub, like a cream of sorts. But we are going to be.
It does look odd just looking.
It does
at
kind of look odd. Like we can do this. Like, oh, okay, couldn't tell from above. Just kind of
Might roll away.
roll it away.
You still can't really see anyways. It's too far away, babe.
Yeah, but now you can kind of see that it's something. This one says CBD oil in big letters.
No, you can't see it.
Whatever. Maybe you can. Maybe you're on a
Maybe it's
4K
better.
monitor and you can see it. I don't know.
That's okay. We'll zoom in later.
But hey, good afternoon. You can call me Susie Q. Good afternoon, Susie Q then. Hopefully you're doing well today, and thanks for joining today.
Yes, thank you. So we're talking about CBD, and I'm not sure if many of you knew this, but CBD compound is also found in us and is part of a complex body system called the endocannabinoid system, or ECS. And cannabinoids are chemical compounds that bind the ECS receptors throughout our brain and body. So there are actually over 113 known different cannabinoids found in hemp. So that's kind of like an important key to note. So we'll break down the ECS system a little bit more. It's a regulatory system in our bodies. The endocannabinoids and the receptors are found throughout the body in like the brain, organs, connective tissues, glands, immune cells, all very important things. And in each tissue, the cannabinoid system performs different tasks, but the goal is always the same, which is homeostasis. And homeostasis, in a general sense, refers to stability or balance within the body system. So it's the body's attempt to like maintain a constant internal environment. For example, like when we become stressed, our mind releases cortisol. And then that cortisol can be helpful when we need to react quickly to a dangerous situation or fight or flight. So that's our body's way of maintaining that internal environment to keep us functioning.
Yep. So within the ECS, there are these receptors. There are two particular ones. CBD, CB1 and CB2 are the names of two particular receptors in the ECS. CB1 receptors are present throughout the body, but many of them are in the brain specifically. The CB1 receptors in the brain deal with things like coordination, movement in general, pain, emotions, mood, thinking, appetite, memories, and other functions. I kind of chuckle with appetite because THC specifically attaches to these CB1 receptors. You ever know about how, like, when people get high, they have the munchies? That might be related there. CB2 receptors are more common in the immune system and also target things like our gut, our kidneys, our pancreas, skeletal muscle, tumors, reproductive system, skin, central nervous system, the heart, the liver, a whole bunch of things. They affect pain and inflammation. While CBD and THC do both bind to CB2 receptors, they interact with CB1 receptors in different ways. CB1, remembering, are the first ones that I mentioned, right? Because of its molecular structure specifically, THC is able to bind directly with CB1 receptors. THC, remember, is the one that gets us high. When this bond is formed, the bond from THC to the CB1 receptors, the reaction creates signals that are sent to the brain. This results in the psychoactive effects of getting high. Research shows that CBD does not bond directly to CB1 receptors, and its presence can actually negate the bond between THC and CB1, which, in a sense, can neutralize the psychoactive effects by the THC. So CBD and THC don't exactly work together with the getting high concept, but they act with CB1 and CB2 receptor, or CB1 receptors specifically, differently. Our bodies are constantly working through tasks to keep everything in working order, the whole balance of the ECS. CBD just so happens to help direct our body symptoms to do more of the good stuff they already want to do. So basically, our bodies were designed to work with cannabinoids, and they can even be considered essential, if you will, to our overall health and wellness.
Yeah. So I know this is a lot to take in, and it's a very interesting topic to learn about. I've learned a lot about CBD. So more sciencey behind how it works. Our brains, this is normal. Our brains send messages as neurotransmitters, which are like the chemical messengers in our body. And those neurotransmitters excite a neuron, which is a specialized cell that transmits the nerve impulses. And that message moves from neuron to neuron until it reaches a destination in our body to deliver that message. So CB1 and CB2 receptors on neurons are stimulated by cannabinoids like THC and CBD. So stimulating these receptors can affect how messages are sent, received, and processed, and it can help our body achieve that homeostasis or balance, which we also want. CBD helps promote feelings of calmness and relaxation for virtually everyone, including kids, adults, and even our pets. And I know a lot of people are looking to CBD for that effect, and also like the pain and inflammation that we mentioned earlier. So no matter what the issues are that you are experiencing today, the root cause starts from some level of imbalance. And CBD can help our body systems get back on track. It is a fantastic thing when used and have like a good product.
Hey, Sub-Zero, how you doing, man? Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. Welcome to the CBD stream. I don't normally stream on Saturdays, as you know, but welcome to it. Also, welcome my dad, Bug Eyes. I see you lurking out there. I don't know if you're busy or whatnot, but thanks for hopping in to learn about CBD. And no, we are not getting high on today's stream. Find you. I'm doing well, man. Here with my wife. I don't know if you caught any of last month's Skwirlly Health Saturday stream, but my wife was on that one as well. So this is her second live stream on Twitch ever.
Yeah.
She does live streams for Young Living on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this isn't like her first ever, second ever live stream, but it is on Twitch. Why are we not getting high? Well. No, we're specifically just talking about CBD and the benefits and what it is and the use of it and whatnot, and what we're specifically using with CBD as it relates to other things like essential oils too. So we'll be talking more about that kind of as we're going. We've got a general talk track. Right now we're in kind of the what is CBD versus THC kind of section of the talk track today. But if you do have any questions, anybody out there, by the way, please don't hesitate.
Yes.
So specifically THC versus CBD. Again, THC is the thing that gets you high in marijuana. Okay. And we're not talking about marijuana right now. Hey, Z Twinkie. Welcome, man. Welcome.
Hey.
So THC specifically stands for a really long word that is kind of hard to pronounce, that we looked up earlier on how to pronounce it. And I might not pronounce it correctly, but it's this word that is, or might kind of sound like, tetrahydrocannabinol. Dang, I was so close. Tetrahydrocannabinol. There we go. Got it. So CBD is just another way to say no. It is not. It is not.
You missed
Please
the
do
first
not.
half.
Please do not think that. We started this whole thing by saying they are not the same.
You gotta
thing.
watch the replay to get.
I smoke only
all
weed
the
from
info.
Netherlands. Haven't joined your streams in a while. Yeah, man. I have the call outs for you guys set just as soon as you join the streams now, rather than the first time you chat, because sometimes I know you guys just kind of join and lurk, so I didn't want to miss out on calling you guys out automatically. So
And now
yeah, man.
I'm hungry since you're talking about.
They're talking about snacks that'll survive nuclear fallouts. But no, CBD is not marijuana. CBD is one small constituent within the marijuana plant. The CBD we're talking about, though, is derived from the hemp plant. Specifically, there's less than 0.3% THC in the hemp, in the plants that our CBD is being derived from. Like we're not talking about the same thing, so it is not marijuana. I haven't done that stuff since I was 18. Well, okay, Dad. So anyway, so THC is not correct. What is not correct? Is 3/4%, 3 to 4%? No, it's 0.3% THC is the hemp, the products that the CBD that we're talking about today
Has 0.
has actually 0, but the CBD products that we're talking about has 0% THC, but the plants that they're derived from has 0.3%.
Well, we'll talk about that though, because it's the way it's extracted. So, and we'll tell you why. Like the product that we're specifically talking about does not contain any THC.
Right. So there is actually different kinds of CBD, which we're going to talk about as well.
Yes.
That are different spectrums of CBD. So, yeah. But anyway, where was it? THC stands for a really long word. Yep. Tetrahydrocannabinol. Cannabinol. That's so hard to say. That's
THC.
so hard to say. So THC. It gives that euphoric feeling, right? It's the thing that gets you high, right? At least that's what it's often referred to anyway. It interacts specifically with the CB1 receptors in your ECS, the endocannabinoid.
In your brain and central nervous system.
In your brain and central nervous system. Sorry, I was half reading a thing. My guess, your wife can say it better. Probably.
There was a lot of things we're like, how do we say this? Let's make sure we're saying it right.
But also, P.S., something we also mentioned at the very, very beginning, obviously we're not professionals. This is not what we do for a living. This is just, these are facts that we've kind of gained over our time getting into CBD and these CBD products specifically. So just know that going forward. But again, if you do have questions, we'll do our best to answer them. But CBD doesn't interact with the body the same way as THC. It does not interact with the body the same way as THC. It has no psychoactive properties, in fact. There's no euphoric feeling, no altered mental state. You do not get high from CBD specifically. Now, if your CBD that you are ingesting or taking in or vaping or whatever has THC in it,
That's different.
that's different. The THC is there. It can get you high. So note that CBD as its own constituent, as its own property, has no psychoactive properties. CBD works with CB2 receptors in the ECS, in the endocannabinoid system. This CB2 receptors in the ECS, and has more of an impact on the immune, gastrointestinal, and peripheral nervous systems. And more things will be learning. More and more we are learning how much these systems affect our overall wellness. So I'm super psyched that we're finally getting to using some CBD products in our family, and which is kind of why this is second ever Skwirlly Health stream, and we wanted to bring this plethora of information to you guys as best as we were capable.
So particularly because we do Young Living, Young Living has partnered with Nature's Ultra, which is a company that has CBD products. So that's where we're going to talk about is Nature's Ultra. So a lot of companies in the CBD industry often lack quality control and don't know their sources. So getting like CBD from a trusted source with high quality control is so important. So please, if you do use CBD, make sure that it is high quality and that you trust the source that you're getting it from. We believe we have one of the best quality control systems in the industry through Nature's Ultra. So they offer products that are pure CBD with 0%, remember, 0% THC, paired with the powerful Young Living essential oils. So all of their ingredients are natural, organic, vegan approved, and gluten-free. Best of all, their cultivation practices have been rigorously tested and they have been approved by Young Living Seed to Seal quality commitment. We talked about that last time as well. All of their products are tested in multiple stages throughout the manufacturing process to confirm that they still are pure and that they're, potent. Each product has a UPC label on it, so you can actually look up the specific testing completed on that product. And also, I should mention, on the bottom of it is a lot number, and the lot number, when you look up the UPC and then you click on which lot number it is. So look up the lot number as well. And it'll show you that there was no detected THC, and that's all third-party testing. So it's not, within them, they're not lying about it. It's all tested elsewhere.
Right. It was upside down. What was upside down? Oh, the number was upside down. Well, you didn't have to know what the number was, but...
Was the other part upside down?
I
guess it wouldn't matter.
I don't think the other part was upside down. Now it won't focus.
It doesn't matter.
Dumb camera.
It's kind of hard to see anyways.
The point was that there's a number on the bottom of the product. That's the lot number. So if you legitimately wanted to look up the third-party process for this particular product, you would scan that UPC, go to the third-party.
Then you would click on the lot number to see the actual.
And it's going to ask you, it's going to ask you for the lot number. And in this case, we have the lot number on the bottom of the products. Yeah. So the entire product line from essential oils, from from Nature's Ultra, the entire product line is organically and naturally cultivated from their farm in Colorado directly to your door. So this is that seed to seal concept that we were talking about with Young Living essential oils in the last stream. Not only do they have one of the first hemp farms actually in the U.S. to hold the SDA Organic Handler certification, which is super important, they also don't use pesticides. I mean, this is kind of the whole reason that anybody today wants to use organic food, right? Is to keep things as clean as possible for whatever we're ingesting and using on our bodies. They do that for the farms in Colorado from Nature's Ultra. This is part of their promise to us, and it's a big reason why the Young Living Seed to Seal certification applies to these products. Simplicity is ultimately the sophistication here. The products are naturally refined down to their simplest and purest forms. Gronk is trying to get CBD oils legal for recovery in the NFL.
You don't have to get them legal unless you're
Yeah.
talking about using THC with it.
Yeah, if you're so keep in mind CBD is not marijuana. If you're talking about medical marijuana or you're talking about the use of marijuana in any form for legality's sake, that's fine, but CBD is not the same
And we
thing.
talked about last year in 2018 that it came off the substance control.
Yeah, as of last year, CBD oil is a federally approved substance in the
Legal
US.
in all states.
All states, all uses CBD specifically, not THC necessarily, but CBD
Right.
is legal in the US. The the products are naturally refined down to their simplest forms, simplest and purest forms. Innovation is what drives Nature's Ultra as a company. There's a refined organic process that allows them to deliver the best CBD products that they can to the rest of the world, crafting modern solutions to this insanely growing industry for CBD. And essentially, Nature's Ultra is pretty much setting the bar when it comes to purity and potency for CBD products across the board. All their products have been are subjected to rigorous testing in the lab to ensure that they contain the optimal amount of CBD and are free of heavy metals. Harsh chemicals are never used in the manufacturing process at Nature's Ultra, thanks to their proprietary CO2 extraction methods. Keyword there being proprietary. So this is a unique CO2 extraction method that they are using at Nature's Ultra in order to ensure the purest and most potent products that they can.
So CBD, there is full spectrum, isolate, and then smart spectrum is like a coin that's been termed by Nature's Ultra to specifically like identify their products. So a full spectrum product still comes from the same cannabis sativa plant, but must contain less than 0.3% THC. It's processed in a way that allows it to retain the terpenes, which are organic compounds produced by a variety of plants, particularly conifers, and by some insects. Flavonoids, which are a group of plant metabolites thought to provide health benefits, and then plant parts and other cannabinoids. The downside, though, is that the small amount of THC can cause a person to fail a drug test. So that's the full spectrum CBD products. They do contain THC, and you can fail a drug test. So even sometimes if they're less than 0.3% THC, they can be labeled as 0%, and you could still fail a drug test. Some individuals are more susceptible to the effects of THC and may have a negative experience.
Yes.
Yes, you need it. You do.
Yes, but guys, you can use CBD to eliminate pain, not just in your knees, but
It's
all over the
gonna
place.
your whole.
Yeah.
My experience so far is phenomenal. So the benefits though of the full spectrum oils, CBD oils, are the terpenes. They create a synergistic effect in the body when combined with the CBD. So synergy is like the benefit that results when two things come together to work together and achieve something that is better that neither one of them could have achieved on their own. So it's like that concept of the whole being greater than its sum parts. So that's full spectrum. That's everything from the plant, okay? CBD isolate is the purest form of CBD. Supercritical CO2 extraction is used to remove everything from the product except the CBD compounds. This leaves you with a product with 0.00% THC. You only have the CBD oil, okay? So that's what Nature's Ultra is using. And because ours is an isolate, there's no trace amounts of THC, which means it will not interact with the drug testing. And by isolating the CBD compounds, they can ensure the safety, the purity, and the therapeutic value of CBD. Okay? So now, how can we make that better? Because we only have the CBD, where the full spectrum, you have everything in one. So this is where Young Living essential oils are added together with the CBD oil from Nature's Ultra in order to get that synergistic effect. product. Remember, two things come together as one to give you that better effect, okay? So the therapeutic grade essential oils have the terpenes. When you add those terpenes back with the CBD, you're creating a controlled broad spectrum CBD. But it's not just a broad spectrum, it's smart spectrum. So that's where they got that. And we're getting all the benefits of the CBD and the benefits of the pure essential oils in one product. It's amazing.
So there was a lot of info there, right? So we're talking about 3 types of CBD on the market. You've got full spectrum, isolate, and smart spectrum. And smart spectrum is the one specifically coined by Nature's Ultra. So full spectrum is, okay, I'm going to take this CBD product. Maybe it's just CBD oil. Maybe it's CBD infused in a beverage. I found it at a bar in DC somewhere, whatever. If you're taking the CBD product and it's a full spectrum CBD, that means it was extracted from the plant, but it has all the other constituents of the plant, inclusive of THC. So this is a type of product that could very well get you high potentially. So with full spectrum CBD, the benefit is that all of the other constituents of the original plant are benefiting each other. They're synergizing. They're boosting each other's effectiveness, if you will. The THC included in that. So the benefit of the full spectrum CBD is it works better. The problem with that is it also has that THC among probably some other things that you may not necessarily want, right? In our case, we don't want the THC. The THC is not what's necessarily illegal in every state in the U.S.
Yeah,
or
if you
every
want to keep
country.
your job.
Yeah. If you want to pass a drug test, then you can't use a full spectrum CBD product. So that's full spectrum. It's got added benefits because things are working together to boost their effectiveness, but it also has the negative effects as well. Isolate CBD is what Nature's Ultra begins in the use of their products, but isolate CBD is when you've used a very specific CO2 extraction process where you get only the CBD, nothing else, no THC, no anything else in the hemp plant, whatever that may be. It's strictly just the CBD. That is the type of CBD that Nature's Ultra is using, and then they infuse their CBD products, with Young Living essential oils. So there's this concept of terpenes that I'll kind of explain more in a second, but the synergistic properties of the essential oils to boost the CBD are what the products of Nature's Ultra are now, and that's kind of why they call them smart spectrum, because it's not full spectrum. They're only infusing it with certain terpenes to give it the good effects, not the negative effects like the THC. Hopefully that makes sense. If you have any questions on that, I can try to elaborate more, but please let me know if you have any questions. So we're talking about not full spectrum CBD. There is 0% THC here, 0.00% THC here. So terpenes, what are they? So terpenes are pretty important to essential oils. Terpenes are the constituents within the essential oils that bring you the unique aromas of the oils, like when you like smelling lavender or lemon or peppermint or whatever. More importantly, though, they directly contribute to the good vibes and the feelings, the benefits that you get from the essential oils as well. Terpenes are key to getting the synergistic effect within the CBD products. They affect the CB1 and CB2 receptors and neurotransmitters in the brain. So whenever we're talking about the benefits of essential oils, those benefits are coming from the terpenes. And if we're talking about the synergistic effects and the good effects of CBD products infused with essential oils, we're talking about that because of the terpenes within them. Some of the most common terpenes are a list of things that I don't feel like pronouncing because they're big words. And so I'm just going to copy them and paste them into chat. So
you guys have fun saying those.
Those are common terpenes.
Yeah, there's like
so there, you can see them in chat. An M word, an L word, a C word, a T word, another M word, and another L word are just a few of the common terpenes. You can take two powerful products, our CBD isolate and any of the high terpene essential oils. Some examples of high terpene essential oils are some of the ones that we actually see in these products that we're going to be talking to in a second. But some like lemon, peppermint, wintergreen, tea tree, lavender, frankincense, ylang ylang, like some powerful ones. If you're familiar with essential oils, these aren't uncommon ones that you've heard before. But you can take a high terpene essential oil, combine it with CBD isolate that we're using, and it makes them even more powerful using them together. Young Living Essential Oils, as a company, they've been around for over 25 years, and they're really the industry leader right now in essential oils. There are some others out there, yes, we're aware, but we're here to talk specifically about Young Living as we're associated with them. But one of the leaders, at least, in essential oils, providing therapeutic grade essential oils and essential oil infused products. The terpene-rich essential oils have then been used for have actually been used for centuries to increase overall health and wellness. Well, now we're adding them to CBD for the synergistic effect.
Yay!
So,
So I did want to just quickly say that I have been using CBD for over a month now, and I have a lot of issues with pain and inflammation and anxiety and things like that. And it's going to be different for everybody, and you have to find out what is best for you and your body. But personally, for me, I go to the chiropractor every month. I go get a massage every month. It's more like a medical-ish massage, but it's
a therapeutic
massage that started from after my car accident, and I have just continued going because I need it. Everybody should get massages every month. But I noticed that not even a month into using CBD, and I went back to my appointments, and they were like, okay, so what's wrong with you today? How are you feeling? And I'm just like, you know what? I feel great. Like I had nothing to complain about. And that was the first sign that I was like, this stuff actually is helping me. And then when I went to my massage, like a day or two later, the same thing. And I was just like, it's just crazy that like I just don't have that much to complain about right now, because all my issues are in my neck and my back and when I was sitting at work every single day at my desk, it was just like I had constant pain. I was always rolling on a foam roller, and I'm like, I had to do that every single day. I did it like once in the past 3 weeks. Like, it's phenomenal, and I have just already experienced those benefits, and then also the other benefits of the calming and relaxation with the calm roll-on and just using the oil droppers. So I'm going to just tell you guys how you can use it.
Cool. I want to mention too, so I've been using it too on a regular basis as well. You'll be lurking. All right, thanks for the lurk, man. But specifically, there was I think I mentioned this on the last Skwirlly Health stream as well. But right before that particular stream, so I do music at my church. Many of you guys that follow me on a regular basis know this. And on a pretty regular basis, I use frankincense in the mornings on my neck to help my vocal cords. It's very good for that, for any singers that might be out there curious. But this particular day, that evening, that Sunday evening, at our church, we were having this big worship evening where I was basically going to have to sing for like an hour plus, which is not normal. Normally I'm singing for like 15 minutes. So I had to sing for like over an hour. And so what I wound up doing was, knowing that, the high terpene essential oils can have a synergistic effect with CBD and vice versa, right? CBD can boost the effect of an essential oil can boost the effect of CBD, etc. I used it topically on my neck with the frankincense, CBD and the frankincense on my throat. And normally, after singing too much on a Sunday, the next day I'm without a voice. This particular time, I had a voice the entire night. I had a voice the next day. The rest of the week, I was in meetings all week. Never lost a beat in my vocals. So that got me a believer real quick in how CBD works and synergizes with high terpene essential oils specifically. So
yeah. So there are basically 2 ways to use it. Topically, just putting it on your skin anywhere, and internally, so actually ingesting it. The most effective approach, though, to addressing any ailment throughout the body is absorption. So holding drops of CBD directly under your tongue You would just tilt your head back a little bit, put your tongue up, and drop the droppers of CBD oil under your tongue. That enables a speedy delivery to the bloodstream. So essentially, when a substance is placed directly under your tongue, it diffuses through the mucous membranes that are there. And because there's a plethora of capillaries there, the substance has like a direct route into the bloodstream. So that results in a substance or medicine, because there are some medicines that go sublingually, to work faster and often better. So why does it work faster? Basically, when you swallow a pill and it through your mouth, it goes down to your stomach, into your intestines, it goes to your liver to get filtered out some more, and then it's delivered to where it's needed. So typically, just putting it sublingually, you're bypassing that whole system right there. It doesn't have to go through your intestines and your liver and things like that. So it's super fast absorption versus taking a pill. And you want to try to hold it under there as long as possible. So you would place one serving under your tongue, let it sit for about 30 to 60 seconds. I know when we first started, we were like timing it. Now I just kind of count in my head or go about doing my business when I'm getting ready. And then I'm like, oh yeah, I got to swallow this. And then I just swallow it. So really not sure how long I've been holding it under there. And you can take up to 3 servings per day or as needed. And the labels, though, will say for topical application. In the past, they did, prior to joining with Young Living, they did say like internal uses. And many people do use it internally, but for their FDA purposes and things like that, the label will say for topical use. But do your research. You can take them internally. All the essential oils that are infused in the CBD oil are generally regarded as safe for internal consumption. So just note that. There are 3 different flavors of CBD oil in the droppers. There are 2 different strengths as well. So 500 milligrams and 1,000 milligram strengths. Our 500 milligram bottle is 30 mLs of product. So 1 ml dropper contains 16.66 milligrams of actual CBD. So remember that one dosage is 16.66 milligrams, not 500 milligrams. That's the whole bottle. The 3 flavors that we have are citrus, which is like infused with things like grapefruit and orange. It's super yummy. We've only tried 2 so far, but this one's my favorite. And then cinnamon, I have not tried, but I imagine it would be good as well. And then
Probably tastes like cinnamon.
It probably does. And they're not like super, I don't believe that one would be strong because the cool mint one is infused with like peppermint and stuff. And I thought that one would be a lot bolder of a flavor. And it's not. It's pretty mellow of a flavor.
Yeah.
So, but this one tastes like an orange. So good. We also have pet CBD, which comes in 200 milligrams and 400 milligram droppers. And then we have roll-ons, like this Calm one, which is 300 milligrams or 600 milligrams. And it's just great for relaxing, quieting the mind, help you sleep. You can just roll it all over your chest and neck, or on your wrists, the back of your neck, wherever you feel you need it, as often as you need it. And then we have the muscle rub, which comes in 300 milligrams and 600 milligrams. It's great for after workouts. It's got that like hot and cold sensation with the menthol. There's some other products out on the market, back in the day that we all used that would kind of give you that hot and cold sensation. But I just used it actually today for the first time for my lower back, and it's great. I loved it. It smells super good too. It's so easy to rub on. You've used it more than I have.
Yeah,
because you've been working out a lot.
Last one,
4th bowl of ice cream.
I don't know if I can help you with that. Thanks for the story, though. Hopefully you're doing well and having a good Saturday. So remember, though, so with these particular products, by the way, if it is your first time, well, with any real CBD products, but if it's your first time ever using them, you want to start with a small amount. Work your way up, increase incrementally until you find kind of what works best. But consistency is the key here. It's more important to take the product consistently than it is to take larger doses infrequently. Right. So if you haven't taken it in a while, Don't just all of a sudden throw yourself back into the fray. You want to be consistent with what you're using and how you're using it.
And Nature's Ultra also has said that you should use it for at least 30 days to really see. Like, some people might notice effects pretty quickly, but you should at least give yourself 30 days to see the effects on your body.
Yeah. Most individuals can, so if you're using the dropper ones, by the way, if you're using the dropper ones, most individuals can start with 5 drops, which is about a quarter of the dropper.
The droppers are labeled like
Yeah.
0.25, half, 0.75.
Yeah, so it's easy. You don't have to guess.
No.
But you can do that for like twice a day for a week. And then after that, you can increase to maybe 10 drops, half the dropper, twice a day for 1 or 2 weeks. And then you can kind of just raise it up as you feel the need to. It's important, though, always, just like with everything, to listen to your body. Our bodies are smart systems, if you will. And, just adjust until you find what makes the most sense for your particular body and balance with the CBD products that you're using. With regards to it working right away, like how quickly does it actually work? For some people, you'll realize something right away. It can be pretty immediate. For a lot of people, you'll probably notice that you sleep better the first night after taking CBD. It's got a relaxing effect for pretty much everybody. For other people, it could take anywhere from a couple weeks to a month or so before you notice anything. Everybody is different. It's important to be patient when you start taking CBD. A lot of people give up too soon because they're not seeing the effect as quickly as they thought. Or they don't do enough experimenting to figure out what dose makes the most sense for their particular body. Just like essential oils, you got to figure out what makes the most sense for you. And again, consistency is the key there. If I am certain of dosages and worried if I will overdose, do you recommend testing it on my 8-year-old sister?
No, because she's different. So
she's going to be
she might need
different.
something different than you do.
I don't recommend testing anything on somebody else, for the record. It's never a good idea to test something on your younger sister.
And kids would obviously need a lot less than an adult.
Yes.
Of anything.
Yeah. So typically, if you're taking it sublingually, remember that's under your tongue, right? If you're taking it under your tongue, CBD enters your system in about 20 minutes. So it's relatively quick. It's really important to remember that what dose works for you might not work for your 8-year-old sister.
Perfect timing.
What dose works for you might not work for everybody or the next person, right? The period of time it takes for CBD to take effect might vary as well. Everybody's different. Just remember that. Just as people react differently to medication, right? And,
Right.
side effects may include, and then it's that long list on your medication, right? Well, like, I never feel nausea when I take this particular medication. Well, other people might, so
Right. We're all different.
we all interact differently with medication, with essential oils. We talked about that on last month's Skwirlly Health Saturday stream as well. We're all going to react differently to CBD as well. So be patient, experiment, listen to your body, and you're likely to get the benefits that you're looking for sooner or later. Remember to be your own advocate.
Yeah. Nobody else can be you. So.
Right.
We also mentioned that there is a pet CBD, which was kind of super cool. We haven't actually personally experimented with that with our puppy Ember, but it is an all-natural product for dogs, cats, and horses if you got any. The CBD products activate the CB2 receptors for your pets, just like they do us, and that can help optimize their health and wellness. There's like no artificial flavorings or anything, and it's cruelty-free. How much should you give? Just like humans, start low and go slow. There is like a whole guideline that you can find on how much to give your pet. But always check with the CBD educated vet if you're going to actually do that.
Is this the full link or no?
I'm not sure.
Let me see.
I know a lot of people have animals that have anxiety issues and things like that, so it's great for them. Or if they have joint issues, the same stuff that we have, the problems that we have, your animals can have. So it's awesome that Nature's Ultra has this available for you to give your pet. And I think, what did I say? It was 200 milligrams and 400 milligrams for the pet CBD. Yeah, 200 and 400 milligrams for the pet CBD. And I've seen videos of people giving their pets the CBD. They love it. Like, they're like trying to get it more as much as they can. So, if that's something that you might need for your animal, it's something to think about. And again, to remind you that we already have all of this stuff in our own bodies. It's just we need a little bit more to help get that homeostasis with us. So that's where the CBD comes into play.
Remember that homeostasis is just the balance, right, in our body. So that's basically what we had, guys. Like, we're just showing these three products that we have right now. There are other CBD products from Nature's Ultra that are specifically, again, they're infused with essential oils from Young Living, which is awesome. Just like last time, these streams on the second Saturday of the month, Skwirlly Health Saturdays. These streams are here to educate. We're here to discuss things, right? So some of you guys had some questions. Some of you guys have said one thing or here or there or other. And some of you guys out there I know are using CBD. I know there were a couple people on last stream that were using CBD and we're interested in this stream here. So if you didn't watch this live today and you're watching this after the fact and you do have questions, again, please don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah.
Note, by the way, if you're trying to get some of the products that we're talking about today, some of these here and some of the other ones that we've mentioned from the Nature's Ultra website, you're going to have to pay full price. If you're going directly there, you got to pay full price. So if you're considering checking out one of these products, reach out, please, so we can help you get the discounted price through Young Living. All right, it's
because nobody wants to pay full price for anything.
Exactly.
And CBD products out on the market today are expensive if you are getting, good quality stuff. So, it's always better if you can get any little discount.
Yep, absolutely. If you don't know how to reach me and I don't know. I mean, like, obviously you can DM me here on Twitch, right? But I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram at Skwirls. That's at SKWIRLS. Or you can email me info@skwirls.tv. That works too. You can also learn more and check out the websites skwirls.tv, SKWIRLS.tv. Maybe some of you guys are watching this on skwirls.tv right now. Or you can, and actually on the skwirls.tv website, there's a tab or a section called Skwirlly Health. And that links also, by the way, directly to our Young Living site, which is myYL.com/skwirls, SKWIRLS. So plenty of ways to reach out if you're curious, if you have questions, if you have any comments, if you want to check out something specific on these Skwirlly Health Saturday streams as well, please send suggestions, because I want to show you guys, or we want to discuss things that you guys are interested in too. So if there are any questions, speak now. Otherwise, I'm going to see who's up for a raid. Let me see who's on. La 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 la. La 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 la. How about... Nice, okay. So hang in there, folks. Thanks again for everything. We're going to rate up Dog Days. I haven't actually been able to rate him because we never stream at the same times. So, but as always, guys, stay squirrely. Thank you guys for, for always being there and hanging out and whatnot.
Thank you.
And hang on, I typed that wrong.
Oh.
Oh, yep, I did type that wrong. Ah, that's annoying. There we go. All right, so join in that raid, folks. As always, stay squirrely. Thank you so much for everything. You guys are awesome. And I will see you guys hopefully on Monday, unless work takes me away again.